gotten rid of the labubu doll. But the next morning, her dead body was found in her house.
You gotta be kidding me. Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're gonna be watching a horror story by Bloody Monday titled Labubu Doll Horror Story. So yeah, let's start.
Horror story. Maylin used to live in the city of Shanghai, China, with her dog Bao. Though she came from a small village in China, after her father's death, she shifted to Shanghai to earn money for her mother and sister. She worked at a toy shop and didn't enjoy socializing much. But one thing that she truly loved was dolls. She loved to play with them. Since she worked in a toy shop, she could buy her favorite dolls at discounted prices, and sometimes even before the customers could. Her home was filled with unique dolls from various countries, and her dog Bao loved her collection too. They considered the dolls to be part of their family. One day, a limited edition labubu doll collection arrived at her shop. While all the dolls sold out quickly, Maylin had already kept one aside for herself. Its color was golden, but in a shade unlike any of the other labubu dolls. It was beautiful, and Maylin had never seen a smile as adorable as that labubu's. She brought it home, took countless pictures, hugged it tightly, and introduced it to her dog Bao as the newest member of her doll family. Usually, whenever Maylin got a new doll, Bao would get excited. He would wag his tail, run around the house happily,
Not this time.
and jump on the furniture with joy. But this time, after seeing Labubu, Bao suddenly started barking loudly and growling. Maylin found this strange, but assumed Bao was just scared. She placed the doll on the shelf and went to bed, tired after a long day of successful sales. That night, Bao, who always slept beside her, kept staring at the doll before running out of the room. Maylin ignored whatever Bao was doing and went to sleep, unaware that what would happen the next day could change her life forever. The next morning, before Maylin could leave for work, Bao barked ferociously at the labubu doll. It seemed as if he could see something in the doll which Maylin couldn't. Just as she was about to step out, Bao grabbed her jeans and tried to pull her toward the shelf. It was the first time Bao had ever behaved like this, but Maylin was in a different mood that day, frustrated and exhausted, so she lost her temper,
do not do that to a dog, bro.
Left. That day was something different for her, as it turned out to be her worst at work as well. Known for being gentle and polite, Maylin ended up yelling at a customer. Her boss, shocked, scolded her and fired her on the spot. Maylin couldn't understand where her sudden rage had come from. She returned home in tears, let Bao out of the bathroom, and was surprised when he stopped barking upon seeing her crying face. His eyes, too, were filled with tears. That night, Maylin fell asleep early, but was disturbed by the sound of strange laughter.
I bet it's like...
She saw someone standing in the corner of her room, staring at her. When she got up, there was no one, just the labubu doll lying on the floor. She placed it back on the shelf and went back to sleep. That night, she had a nightmare of a terrifying creature with rotting red flesh, sharp teeth, and claws, coming closer to her, ready to strangle her. She screamed, but the monster only laughed and slashed at her with its claws. Maylin woke up in terror, only to find the labubu doll sitting on her chest, smiling even more eerily than before. She screamed, and Bao came running. She couldn't understand how the doll had moved from the shelf to her bed. Bao jumped at the doll and tore it apart. Drenched in sweat and with a throbbing head, Maylin didn't stop him. She threw the torn labubu doll into the dustbin and went back to sleep with Bao by her side. The next morning, Maylin woke up with an even worse headache. It seemed as if her bad days were not over yet. To her surprise, tiny red bumps had appeared on her hands. Bao was nowhere in sight. She searched the house and finally entered the bathroom, where she looked into the mirror and saw her face covered with red bumps, as if something had bitten her. Then, she saw in the reflection something horrifying, resembling the creature from her nightmare, standing behind her and laughing. When she turned around, there was nothing. But what she saw next made the floor disappear beneath her feet. The labubu doll sitting on a shelf in the bathroom. She thought it was just her imagination. But how could the labubu doll be there when Bao had destroyed it the previous night? And now, its smile looked more sinister than ever. Scared, Mei Lin ran out of the house, calling for Bao, but he was nowhere to be found. When she came back inside, she was horrified to see the labubu doll lying near the kitchen sink. Its hands were red. When Mei Lin looked underneath the sink, her blood ran cold. Bao's body was lying there, covered in blood, as if someone had viciously clawed him. Bao was dead, and Mei Lin realized that the labubu doll was no ordinary toy. She was shocked and desperately tried to learn more about the curse that had fallen upon her. She immediately searched online for information about labubu dolls and discovered several reports from around the world. People were being haunted by their labubu dolls, suffering mysterious bites, losing their jobs, falling ill, and even losing their loved ones. Reading all this terrified Mei Lin even more. She was scared and desperately wanted to get rid of the doll she had once thought of as her friend. She now knew her labubu doll was haunted. Without delay, she set it on fire, collected its ashes in a jar, and threw them into a nearby river. That night, she told the entire story to her younger sister over the phone. Mei Lin thought she had finally gotten rid of the labubu doll. But the next morning, her dead body was found in her house.
You gotta be kidding me.
And beside her body was the same labubu doll, which had now been taken by a friend from her toy store.
That is it, and I'll see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.